Welcome back, folks, to more Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. We are here, finally at, well, at least in this game, the final series of Yu-Gi-Oh! In this game, which is, of course, the Arc 5 era. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 brought in a new type of summoning known as Pendulum summoning. And out of all the new summons, it's the one that I know the least about. So, I'm going to be learning very much. I'm just going to be learning on this one, so it's going to be quite fun. So, this is the one where essentially Konami started getting very pushy when it comes to actually, you know, getting people to pay more. Look at all of these. Every single one, bar the first, you have to pay for with DLCs. If I didn't decide to do DLC as well, this would be the last video of the playthrough. Okay, so a little bit when it comes to Arc 5 is that I might have said 5Ds earlier. I hope I didn't. They both have 5 in it. But yeah, something about Arc 5 is that I've watched the first series because the first series is available on YouTube on the official Yu-Gi-Oh! YouTube channel. Haven't really seen anything else, but from what I've heard, it's very sort of multiversal. So we get to see like old characters from previous Yu-Gi-Oh! Series come back. So that's what I'm seeing. And with some of these names I'm seeing in some of these, there you go, Crow's in there. So there you go, Crow's around. I think, yep, that's Jack Atlas as well. So, you know, yeah, there's some. All right, so Pendulum, the Pendulum. So we play. So the main character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 is the character we're playing as at the moment, Yuya Sakaki, who is a special type of duelist called a Dueltainer. Essentially, it's like a usual Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist, but well, entertains the crowd as well, but goes out of their way to entertain the crowd. And his opponent is one of his closest friends, Gong Strong, who in the dub likes speaking in the third person, and is a big, beefy man. First, we will show you how Pendulum cards work. These cards can be played as either monster cards or spell cards. Once you play 2 Pendulum monster cards as spells in the Pendulum zones, you can perform a special Pendulum summon. Let's look at the Pendulum cards, as they have a lot of information on them. I love the way that the game is so self-aware about abilities when it comes to later Yu-Gi-Oh! Games and Yu-Gi-Oh! Series and Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. So, yes, this is what a Pendulum card looks like. Usually the top half is whatever color the actual main card is. So in this case, this is a normal monster, so it'll be yellow. But the bottom half is always green, to indicate spell cards, obviously. I don't mind the look of it, of the Pendulum cards, on some occasions. Depends, I guess, on what it is. Like, I think a Fusion Pendulum probably wouldn't look very good. A Ritual Pendulum might look quite good, and probably an Xyz Pendulum. Yes, since they do so much, they have 2 effect boxes on them, depending on how they are played. If you activate your Pendulum card as a spell in the Pendulum zone, it stays on the field and you can use its Pendulum effect, written on top box. All normal monsters gain, what's that, 200 attack? 200 attack. You take no battle damage from battles involving normal monsters you control. Okay, so very much a bit of synergy for normal type monsters. So you can also summon or set a Pendulum monster card as a monster. This is done by placing it into the monster zone and using its monster effect in the bottom box. Which in this case, it doesn't have one. It's a normal monster. So there you go. Another advantage to Pendulum monsters is that instead of being sent to the graveyard like normal monsters, they are placed face up in your extra deck instead. Okay. This is true if the Pendulum monster card was played as either a spell card or as a monster card. Now I will show you how a Pendulum summon works. Okay. Okay, so we got a bunch of Pendulum cards here. So. Whoa, you have 4 Pendulum cards in your hand. Damn right I do. Let's get the most out of these Pendulum monsters. Since they do so much, they have 2 effect boxes on them depending on how they are played. These cards are played in the Pendulum Zones. Yes, we've already gone through this. Yep, those are the Pendulum Zones. Okay, let's begin with the Pendulum Summon. First place Dragonhorn Hunter in the left Pendulum Zone. Okay. There we go. Now place Flash Knight in the right Pendulum Zone. Okay, so what I think, essentially when it comes to Pendulum Summons, is that they've got the 2 symbols on the card. Like on Flash Knight, it's 7 for both. And the blue one you want to be lower, and then the red one you want to be higher. And then essentially you can Pendulum Summon monsters, like special summon essentially monsters that are whose level is between those numbers, I think. I think that's how it works. So I'll place Flash Knight in Pendulum Zone. He's got a Pendulum of 7. You can have Pendulum Summon once per turn during your main phase. Each Pendulum card has a Pendulum scale indicated by a number between the red and blue arrows in the card description. In one Pendulum Summon, you can summon as many monsters as you want from your hand. Or from the face-up Pendulum monster cards in your extra... Wow, okay. However, the level of the monsters you Pendulum Summon have to be between the scales you have in the Pendulum Zones. You can now special summon monsters that are levels between 3 and 7. To do so, select Pendulum Summon from a Pendulum card. Okay, I'll Pendulum Summon. Pendulum Summon Sacred Crane, Full Cult Cannon, and Lance Morph... What the hell? Lance for Hinchis. Lance for Hinchis? In attack position. Okay. And this is how Yu-Gi-Oh! Went absolute nuts. Because we just special summoned 3 monsters in one turn. Focalt's Cannon is summoned. Lance Thing, summoned. And Sacred Crane. Also, does special summoning count as a Pendulum Summon? Yes, it does. The ability of Sacred Crane allows you to draw a card. Okay, yep, when it's special summon, draw a card. In this sort of environment, that's very easy to do. So, yeah, that's a decent card, actually. 1600 attack, level 4, not bad. You can still normal summon the turn you Pendulum Summon. Tribute Focalt's Cannon to summon Tongue Twister in attack position. Okay, Tongue Twister. If this card is tribute summoned when it's sent to the graveyard, draw 2 cards and remove this card from... Wow. Okay. Okay, so I will sacrifice Focalt's Cannon for Tongue Twister. Also notice that Dragonhorn Hunter's Pendulum effect gives Lance Thing a 200 attack point boost. End your turn. Okay. Yep, because it's a normal monster. So that's at 2700 attack points. Okay. Our first turn of Pendulum Summoning. Yay. I hope you guys can understand this as well. Oh, great. Fiend Sanctuary. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Another Fiend Sanctuary. Okay. Is this a tribute? Could be a tribute. Could be XC summoning for all we know. It's a tribute. Oh, I think I know what this is. This super heavy. No, it's not. It's Guilford the Lightning. My god. Well. Well then. This isn't good. Double Lightning Blade. Wow, okay. We just got absolutely mauled there. Jeez. Oh. Whoa, your opponent really wiped out your monsters. Let's Pendulum Summon to bring them back. You can Pendulum Summon from the extra deck and the hand at any time. Okay, we have Fissure here, so yeah, Guilford's going down. So Special Summon Judge Man, Focalt's Cannon, and the Lance Thing. Okay, will do. There's probably an OTK here, actually, I think. Might be. Yeah, so obviously, people don't know Guilford the Lightning's ability. If it's tribute summoned with 3 tributes, it can destroy all the monsters on your opponent's side of the field. Since the pendulum monsters on the scales count as spell cards, they're not affected. So let's bring back Focalt's Cannon. Let's bring back Lance. Lance for short. And we'll bring in good old classic Judge Man. Okay, activate Fissure to destroy Guilford the Lightning. Will do. Guilford's gone. Activate Bound Wand on Focalt's Cannon. Equip only to a spellcaster type monster that has a level. It gains attack equal to its level times 100. If the equipped monster is destroyed by battle or destroyed by your opponent's card by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, and this card is sent to your graveyard as a result. You can special summon that monster. Quite decent, actually, Bound Wand. So, Foucault's Cannon will go up to 2,600, I believe. With the boost from Dragon Horn Hunter, we have enough to finish off your opponent. Switch to battle phase and attack with monsters. Yep, this is an OTK. On turn, technically my second turn. That is how nuts the Yu-Gi-Oh game has become. If you have a good draw, you can pretty much win in 2 turns or something. Alright. Very nice. So I believe Gong's deck is a super heavy samurai deck. I believe to specifically summon a monster called Super Heavy Samurai Benkei, which can swap its attack or defense points. It's got like 3,500 defense. It's got loads of defense points. We can sort of swap its attack or defense depending on mode, I believe. But yeah, we got Broken Bamboo Sword. Great, we got something that's on its own is completely pointless. Alright, let's carry on. We'll do one here. We'll do one on our own. Oh wow, we don't even get a, we don't even get an intro to that. Alright, I'll have to say it then. So, Yuya's deck is a Performer Pal deck, which essentially runs also the Pendulum monster Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, which I guess is Yuya's ace at this point, but then can be sort of... Essentially, it can sort of go into pretty much any other sort of summon when it comes to that. Sora's deck is a Fright Fur deck. So, there we go. So we're playing as Sora Purse, who, spoilers, was actually on the, I guess, the bad guys team, because Duel Academy is evil in this game. Good to know. I will go second, I think. I want to try and maybe see if Sora can, I don't know, get quite a good monster out, and then I just win. Okay, well, that's not a good start for me. Okay, Fluffle Dog. When it's normal summoned, you can add, okay, an Edgent Sabers to your hand, okay. So, Sora's deck is a fusion deck, based off of polymerization, normally. Right, what do we got here? We have Time Gazer Magician. Not bad. Each turn, the first card in your Pendulum Zone that will be destroyed by an opponent's card effect is not destroyed. Pendulum Effect. You must control no monsters to activate this card. If a Pendulum monster you control battles, your opponent cannot activate trap cards until the end of the damage step, unless you have a Magician card or Odd Eyes card in your other Pendulum Zone. This card's Pendulum scale becomes 4. So at the moment it's an 8, which is quite good. We also have Performer Pal Whip Snake. Once per turn, during either player's main phase, you can target one face-up monster on the field and switch its current attack and defense until the end of this turn. That's actually not bad for what we've got at the moment. We have 2 copies of Pendulum Back. If you have 2 cards in your Pendulum Zones, target 2 monsters in your graveyard, each with a level between exclusive, the Pendulum scales of the cards in the Pendulum Zones, and add them to your hand, okay? Performer Pal Hip Hippo. After you normal summon this card, you contribute summon 1 level 7 or higher monster in face-up attack position during your main phase this turn, in addition to the normal summon or set. You can only use this effect once per turn. And then we have Command Performance. If you control a Performer Pal monster, change all face-up attack position monsters your opponent controls to defense position. Monsters change the defense position by this effect cannot change their battle positions until the end of the next turn. Well, the obvious choice here is to set down Command Performance for later, just in case we need it. And to summon Whip Snake. Okay, and I will activate Performer Pal Whip Snake's ability. Fluffle Dog's attack and defense has now been switched, which means Whip Snake can actually beat over it now. Attack! Nice! Okay. Good start. Good start altogether. I have a way to keep Whip Snake around as well if I need it. So that is quite good for me. Okay, it's Fluffle Leo. When this card declares an attack, it gains 500 attack until the end of the battle phase. So that, yeah, that thing is going to hurt. I'm not going to do it yet. Okay, now you're attacking. Now I'm going to activate Command Performance. Okay. I could activate Whip Snake again. I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that. Okay, so not bad start. Not bad start. Oh, okay. Performer Pal Cheer Mole. You can target one monster whose current attack is different from its original attack. Apply the appropriate effect. You can only use the this effect of Performer Pal Cheer Mole once per turn. If that monster's current attack is higher than its original attack, it gains 1,000 attack. If it's lower than its original attack, it loses 1,000 attack. All pendulum monsters you control gain 300 attack for the pendulum effect. Okay, well, I guess... I mean, I hate having to do this, but I'm going to summon Time Gazer Magician. Okay. That will do nothing. So I'm just going to go straight into battle phase, and I'm going to attack Fluffle Leo. Time Gazer now attacks directly. Really, I just need to try and get some damage on the board. I still have a Pendulum monster who's a 5. That's not great, to be honest. Time Gazer Magician is good because it's an 8, so it's good for the maximum end of the Pendulum scale. No, I do not want to be using Whip Snake's ability as of yet. Thank you, but not needed. Ooh, Swords of Revealing Light. Okay, I'll definitely activate Swords of Revealing Light. What is that card? It's Edgem Sabers. Okay, it's Edgem Sabers. That's all right. I will summon Hip Hippo. In attack mode. Okay, I could activate... Nah, there's no point activating this. Okay, let's go for the attack then. So Edgem Sabers has 800 defense, so Time Gazer Magician will attack. Hip Hippo will now attack directly for 800. Whip Snake will now attack for 1700. Good start. Very good start. And Sora can't attack me for 2 turns, so we might have this. We might have this in the bag. Ooh, Edgem Sabers ability activates. Okay, what is your ability? This card is in the graveyard. You can place 1 card from your hand on the top of your deck. Special summon this card in defense position. You can only use the effect of Edgem Sabers once per turn. Okay, that's fine. If you want to place it in defense mode, that is perfectly fine by me. Probably going to be able to summon something else as well. Ooh, Toy Vendor. Okay. Once per turn, you can discard 1 card, draw 1 card, and reveal it. Then, if it is a Fluffle monster, you can special summon 1 monster from your hand. Otherwise, discard the card you drew. This card is sent to the graveyard. You can add 1 Edge Imp Sabers or 1 Fluffle monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, I think he might be trying to play a polymerization play, possibly. It's another Toy Vendor. Okay. Another face down card. I don't like that. Okay. Alright. I think I got away with that one for now. Oh, no, I didn't. Fusion reverse. Okay. So that allows you to draw... Is that it? It just allows you to draw a card. Reveal 1 fusion monster in your extra deck. Add 1 of the fusion materials listed on that card from your deck to your hand. Then you can add 1 polymerization from your graveyard to your hand. He doesn't have any polymerizations in the graveyard. So that works quite well for me. Right, Performer Pal Skeeter Skimmer. When this face-up attack position card is targeted for an attack, you can change this card to face-up defense position. And if you do negate that attack, that's quite good. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon Skeeter Skimmer. I am then going to activate Whip Snake's ability. And swap the attack and defense of Skeeter Skimmer. So now it has 1600 attack. We might have this in the bag, actually. As long as this goes through. Attack Edge Imp Sabers. Okay. Hip Hippo will attack. Then Whip Snake will attack. Skeeter Skimmer for game. Wow. Oh, got lucky there. To be honest, I think Yuya and Sora just both got really unlucky there. Because I didn't get a good chance to Pendulum Summon whatsoever. And Sora didn't get polymerization. I think that was the issue. Sora just didn't fuse at all. But we did get... because I was worried about things like the Frightful monsters coming out, like Frightful Bear, Frightful Wolf. You know, luckily none of them came out, which is a good thing. There you go, victory against Sora Purse. Okay. Alright guys, well, it's about 20 minutes, but I'm going to go for a break here. But the next episode, folks, of Let's Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, more of Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. I'll see you then.